French officials are urging calm in response to overnight protests over a police shooting. One officer is in custody and could face a murder charge after he allegedly shot and killed a 17-year-old boy during a traffic stop. At least 31 people were arrested during the demonstrations. 25 police officers were injured. CBS News foreign correspondent Elaine Cobbe joins us now from Paris. Elaine, what do we know so far about the shooting?
Lana, the incident happened yesterday morning. 17-year-old Nael, that's his first name, that's the only identification we've been given, was driving around the Paris suburb of Nanterre in a yellow Mercedes. His lawyer says a friend had rented it. He would be too young to actually rent a car himself. He was stopped by traffic police, and amateur video shows two motorcycle police leaning into the window of the car on the driver's side, and one of them has a gun pulled. And the car is stopped at that point, but then it abruptly moves off and a shot is heard. Now, the 17-year-old was killed. The police officer who is believed to have carried out the shooting is in custody. He faces homicide charges, as you said. The authorities have said there will be a full investigation. They've promised to get to the bottom of this. And Prime Minister Elizabeth Borne said justice will be done. And she also said that the police intervention clearly did not conform to the rules of engagement of the French police. Now, President Emmanuel Macron also said the killing of the teenager was inexcusable, and he has called for calm and for people to allow the investigation to do its work.
Elaine, tell us more about the protest, because 25 police officers were injured, 31 people were arrested during those demonstrations. Can you tell us anything both about the severity of those protests and how it compares today to last night?
There was a lot of anger last night in the suburbs, Nanterre, but also some other northern suburbs around Paris. The public buildings in Nanterre were set on fire. Dozens of vehicles were torched, and some 24 police officers were injured. 31 people were arrested, and it lasted several hours, and there was a lot of anger, a lot of young people out there saying, our kid brother was killed, and he had no father. His mother was a single mother, and they said, we feel that he was our kid brother to look after, and now he's taken from us. Now, there are concerns that there will be more violence tonight. 2,000 additional police and gendarmes are being sent to Nanterre and the northern suburbs in an attempt to keep the peace. Now, his mother, the teen's mother, has called for a march tomorrow, a peaceful march, in tribute to her son, but also to call for justice for the teenager.
Well, on that front, a lawyer for the victim's family says that they're worried that investigators will not be impartial. Tell us more about those concerns.
Police shootings are rare in France, but the numbers have been going up. The number of people killed by police on duty over since 2017 has doubled, and there were a record 13 deaths last year. So there's a lot of concern that the police are perhaps not getting the training they need, according to some of the politicians. Now, the family's lawyer pointed to what they say was the initial statement by the police officer, who said he acted in self-defense. And the lawyers say that is not true. They believe that the video evidence shows that the officer was not in danger, and they want to see justice done. France has a poor record of actually convicting police officers involved in the deaths of people while they're on duty, and so the family are concerned that justice might not be done. But the police unions are saying, look, let's let the investigation do its job and see what the truth was.
All right, Elaine, thank you.